أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Disclaimer: this work is neither against Judaism nor against any sect of Christendom. This work is only in response to a group of few persons who have uploaded the following video. For some technical reasons, we are not pronouncing the title of the video nor pronouncing the channel. However, they are written below. The URL is on YouTube is as follow. So if someone wants to see the original video, they may use this URL. Introduction: some words which signify human parts of body and human organs in regard to human beings are used for the supreme being, Esse, God, and in Arabic scriptures they are interpreted differently by subsects of Ahlussunnah. So there are many subsects of Ahlussunnah, and in general there are three subsects of Ahlussunnah: Ashairah, Maturidiyah, and Salafiyah. So they interpret these verses differently. Majority of Ahlussunnah, Ashairah, and Maturidiyah, and their crossovers i.e. the crossovers between these two, take the words non-literally, i.e. figuratively, metaphorically, allegorically. A minority of Ahlussunnah interpret such words when used in regard to God or notions of God, literally. However, there is no unique explanation amongst the followers of literal interpretations. Those who follow non-literal interpretations allow to choose any non-literal meaning depending upon the personal reasons and argumentations. Words like eye is interpreted as attribute of sight, hands and feet as the attributes of power, omnipotence. Those who take or render these words literally do not hold the view one or a. Some say we do not hold a unique view. Some say we do not know. We know these words and their respective literal meanings, but do not explain them. They stop here. Some say we take them literally when they are used for God, but do not ask how. Some more explicitly say without any how or without any howness. That is nothing for which the question how can be asked. Some take even a more explicit approach. These words when some people also take some more explicit approach, and we say when these words are used for God. Okay? Neither means part of body. They say neither these words means parts of body nor means organs of body, but they are attributes of God like justice, love, mercy, and omnipotence. All of such groups often use the expression not like us, not like that of us, or in more general, not like that of human beings. For example, divine hands are not like the hands of human beings, or you may say divine hands are not like the human hands. The objection raised in the video. So what is the objection against this Salafism or the literalist approach? The basic objection often raised against these literalists is as follows: if such words signify organs or parts of body, then this is nothing but anthropomorphism. And very good objection, that if when these words are used in the sense that there are divine organs and divine parts of body, then this is nothing but anthropomorphism, and one who holds such a view is a heretic. We call them Mujassama or Hashwiya. Or so these are not Ahlussunnah. if these words neither signify part of physical body nor signify organs of the physical body but pure attributes, then this is nothing but a non-literal rendering or a non-literal interpretation. This contradicts their original opinion of literal meaning. This is the objection often posed by the majority of Ahlussunnah against the minority of Ahlussunnah, and I think that they are right in this objection. But we will see how Salafiyah responds to this question. A number of literalists are unable to answer this objection posed against them by non-literal interpretists. How do they attempt to answer this question is another thing. How they try to make a way escaping the horns of the cataphatic opinion and apophatic view may be discussed later or separately in a separate video, since we do not agree with literalists. There are some literalists which are where we may say that the extreme literalism, and they declare all those who do not follow the literal interpretation are out of the folds of Ahlussunnah, and they are very dangerous, and this is a heresy. You may be a literalist, but when a literalist declares non-literalist Ahlussunnah as not Ahlussunnah or beyond Ahlussunnah, then such a person himself become a heretic. So there are two things, that if you hold a view, then you must have accept that those who dislike the view or differ from the view are also included in Ahlussunnah. This is the point. Similarly, if there is a extreme non-literalism, that one who takes these words in the literal sense and do not and declare anyone who does not agree with the non-literal interpretations, they declare them as non-Ahlussunnah. And these are two extremes, and we discourage both of them equally, because we are non-dominational Ahlussunnah, and we say that you may select any view depending upon your reasoning, but do not declare other Ahlussunnah as not Ahlussunnah. This is our point of view. So what is the fallacies of the view? The video is made by, and I will not take the name, you may see the name of the channel on YouTube by yourself, and I have written URL in, and you may see it in upper on the above. You may see it above. Okay, the video which is made by someone is ascribes the view of a small minority of Ahlussunnah to all Ahlussunnah, but to entire Islam. So this is a great fallacy, that a small group of a minority of Ahlussunnah holds the view, and you declare that all of the Ahlussunnah hold that view. That is a very strong fallacy, and we will say that this fallacy is dangerous, as it may cause confusions in the minds of many. Another thing, that you cannot ascribe a view of minority of Ahlussunnah to entire Islam. So this is two different things, and two different problems. That and we hold the position that view of minority cannot be ascribed to majority, number one. Number two is that the view of minority cannot be ascribed to the entire Ahlussunnah, not only to the majority of Ahlussunnah, but also cannot ascribe to the entire Ahlussunnah in entire ness, or in the wholeness. So second, the video assumes that the divine Arabic scriptures are the only scriptures which use such words for God, which signify the meaning of parts of body and organs of body in case of human beings. So it may be noted that those who use these words for God in the literal meaning, even they do not say that God is a composition, tarkib. Arabic word for composition, tarkib. So they do not say such a thing. but they say that, and in general they say that one who say that God is a composition is a heresy, is a heretic. A person who have not studied Hebrew Bible and New Testament is made to incline that such words are not used in the mentioned above two books. So the problem of foot and feet in regard to God, we can say that the Arabic scriptures are not the only scriptures which use the words which signify parts of body or organs of body in case of human beings. In Hebrew scriptures and in Greek scriptures, we also find such words. For example, please let a little water be brought and wash your feet and rest yourself under the tree. This is Genesis 18:1 and verses 1-9 and 4. The verse of Genesis shows that God has small feet which can be washed with by a small quantity of water. This is a point to be noted, that it is also in Genesis. And they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. So Genesis 3:8, as God was walking, and God has feet, according to Genesis 18:1-9 #4. The issue that God was walking by his feet, this shows that God was walking by his feet and not without them. So if someone is saying that God was just floating in the air, or not walking but not walking by the feet, without the feet, so we can say that this is very unlikely, because according to the above stated verse, God does have feet. And when Prophet Moses went up and there they saw God, it is reported there was under his feet. Exodus 24. So we may say that there are problems with these texts, a similar type of problem, that words are used for God, and they are not only particular to the Arabic scriptures, they are also found in Greek scriptures as well as Hebrew scriptures. These verses agree to use the word feet in regard to God. Different interpretations of the words. And now we will see how Christological interpretations are done by the Christological supporters or believers. So we will show in the next video that such words are not unique to the Arabic scriptures, say Qur'an and Ahadith. And in case of Ahadith, I want to say some more thing, that if the tradition is weak, we will discard that tradition. But in the case of a Sahih tradition or a Hasan tradition, or even a tradition or even a verse of Holy Quran or Sacred Quran, so we will interpret there or take some other approach. But we will later see the problem and the objection made by the learned scholars of the video in which this video has been made in response. Hope that this will help a number of people. Wait for the next part.